Okay, so story time. I used to call myself Ginny Weasley instead of a Potterhead when I was younger because I didn't want to say Potterhead because it seemed like every time I said Potterhead it sounded like I was saying pothead. And so I called myself Ginny Weasley because, you know, Ginny Weasley loves Harry Potter and I love Harry Potter, so I thought it would fit. Hello, my name is Frankie and welcome to Geekdom. So today I'm going to be doing a happy 20th anniversary Harry Potter video, but before I get to that, let me just say I am sorry it has been so long since I posted a video. I mean, again, at this point in my channel, nobody gives a damn because I have like 5 followers or subscribers. I've been super busy with school and it's been a hectic freshman freaking year, so. But anyways, I am pretty decked out in my Harry Potter merch right now. I was gonna do like a whole background with my books and like the DVDs and just the shit ton of merch that I have accumulated over the years. However, the only place I could find with like semi-decent lighting was like that I could have like a Harry Potter-esque background was this hallway, which is, this is my bedroom door, by the way. I didn't put this up today. Like, this is just how my door looks. It's like 95 degrees yet I am wearing this sweatshirt because it shows off my freaking house pride, y'all. Oh, and my hair's sort of green, but you can't tell. I mean, can you tell? Like, maybe? I don't know. It's sort of green. And I've got a scar just like Harry Potter. I got this at the Cursed Child release party that I went to. We don't talk about Cursed Child, I know, but you know, I was like, I was saving this for a special occasion, and I feel like this counts as a special occasion, so I put the scar on. If I ever met J.K. Rowling, I would pull a fucking movie Voldemort and just like burst into little pieces because that's how much I love her. She honestly changed my life in so many ways because I've never been the kind of person who fits in really well with other students, but I've never really experienced like fitting in truly, and one of the many reasons why I love Harry Potter is that because it made me feel like I belong somewhere, because I could relate to all of these characters. Like, okay, when I was 8, I had moved schools in 2nd grade, so 3rd grade, and I used to struggle with a lot of anger issues, so in 2nd grade I would lash out a lot. I would lash out at a lot of my teachers and my peers, and 3rd grade I wanted to restart, and I wanted to make amends with all of the people that I had yelled at when I was a bitch in 2nd grade, and I really tried to do that, but there were some people who weren't willing to see past what they had made an assumption about, and that's kind of why I related to being a Slytherin so much, because so many people view Slytherin as like the evil house, but really we're just ambitious and we do things, we have our own set of moral rules and we don't break those rules. I got book 1 in the Harry Potter series when I was probably around like 5 or 6, and I tried reading it and I did not understand it at all because, you know, I was a 5-6-year-old and, you know, wasn't too advanced in reading at the time. However, I did watch the movie and I became obsessed. My little 5-year-old self was totally in love with Percy, and I don't know why. I can't deal with myself. I think it was just like premonitions of my future love, Percy Jackson. I don't know. I'm just hoping that's what it was, because... So let's just talk about some characters real quick. My thoughts, opinions, and how much I just love the verse. Because I read something today that really interested me. It was a headcanon, and it was basically how Harry, Ron, and Hermione represented the three other houses. Harry was Slytherin, Ron was Hufflepuff, and Hermione was Ravenclaw. But they all chose to be in Gryffindor because, like, you can choose to be brave. And I just thought that was really interesting because I love all of the symbolism that is in Harry Potter, and I don't know if J.K. Rowling like intended it to end up that way, or if the entire Harry Potter fandom is insane, but whether we're just super insane or if we're like finally picking up on what J.K. Rowling left us. So I don't know. Another thing on Tumblr today, and it was that the six teenagers that went to the Ministry of Magic in the 5th book, they were like all representations of the old generation, I guess. So Harry was James, Hermione was Remus, Ron was Sirius, Neville was Peter, Ginny was Lily, and Luna was Snape. And I just thought that was like really interesting because it was like all of the mistakes the old generation made, J.K. Rowling fixed with the new generation. Like, Harry was brave and amazing, but he didn't have as much arrogance as his father did. Neville, a lot of bad things happened to him, and he was kind of the blunt, but that's what it is, the butt of a lot of jokes. And instead of making him like turn evil, he rose above it and became the badass mother effer that he is in the last book, you know? Speaking of which, did we ever realize that Neville was an amazing wizard? He just like, you know, he was using his dad's wand. Like, the wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. Like, that's like the entire freaking thing in the Harry Potter world. Like, the reason why Neville was so bad at magic was not because he was bad at magic. It was because he was using his father's wand. He didn't have his own freaking wand. And like, that's why after the 5th book, he gets really good at magic. Because he broke his dad's wand in the 5th book. And now he's using his own wand. So he's freaking hi-ya with all the snakes. You know? But anyways, back to the thing. Oh, and a lot of people are like, oh wait, what, Luna and Snape? No, Snape was Snivelus, and Luna is Loony Lovegood. And instead of becoming this dark shell of himself, of herself, like Severus did, Luna rose above it, and she was like, yeah, I'm weird, freaking deal with it, man. I believe in Nargles, and I believe in all of the freaking things that get blocked away with the radish earring. I think that J.K. Rowling is just she created such a in-depth world that, like, you see one side of things, Harry's, and Harry is probably the most unobservant little shit that I have ever seen. So it's not like he saw everything, because like there was this one point where Horace Slughorn was leading a bunch of students back into the battle, and that could have been his own house. Harry didn't freaking say, so who the F knows? And there are just so many different stories that we don't get to hear. Like, it just has such an in-depth lore that you just want to live in the world. Even like the creatures in Harry Potter, they give you an insight to something else in your life, because Dementors, they suck the happiness out of you. It represents depression. It represents Jo's depression before she got these books published. And the house elves and Spew, you know, it shows that maybe like it shows how you treat your lessers. Like, you know, like for me, example, I am very lucky to live in a house and have a mom that cares about me, and have all these books and this camera that I'm using to film right now. But just because I have these things doesn't mean that I can treat, you know, maybe somebody who's homeless or somebody who doesn't have a good family situation any less than I am, because we're all equal. no matter what things we have. And, you know, hippogriffs, manners, it teaches you that you have to be polite and be, like, being polite will have you be rewarded. Like, you know, once Harry bowed and was respectful to the hippogriff, you know, to Buckbeak, Buckbeak let Harry ride him. And I just like that everything in Harry Potter has its symbols, and it's so amazing. And like, even the dumb characters in Harry Potter, like Ron, he, in most books, he'd probably be portrayed as the funny best friend or the funny sidekick who is not smart, who's kind of just there for laughs. But he contributes in his own way, and like, he's not just there for the laughs, he's there to show the true meaning of friendship, because he and Harry's constantly overshadowing him, but he's still loyal to Harry. He's still there for him, and like, no matter what happens. And I mean, 7th book aside, I blame the Horcrux, wasn't his fault. After the end of Deathly Hallows, something that J.K. Rowling revealed was that Lupin did get Order of Merlin First Class, and he was the first werewolf to ever receive that award. And I think that's another thing that J.K. Rowling does. She has so much inclusivity, and she includes everyone, you know? Like, everyone is a part of this, and she takes big issues like racism and like, well, speciesism or whatever, like, you know, because Draco's prejudiced against what he deems mudbloods, which is a derogatory term for somebody of Muggle-born parents. Like, werewolves are deemed, you know, inhuman and incapable or unfit to live in society. And, you know, Lupin, he's this great guy, and he is shunned from normal society because he has a condition. And I love that J.K. Rowling manages to show the real issues that go on in the world, but in like a way that children will understand. All in all, what I wanted to say is thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you times a billion, jillion more times for creating this world that would provide sanctuary for myself and so many other kids and adults now. And it's just, you created a world that means so much to so many people, and I'm sure you're aware of how many lives you've changed with your books. But coming from me, Harry Potter inspired my love of reading. It's been such a huge part of my life, and it really encouraged me to read more books and encouraged my own critical thinking, and it taught me valuable life lessons at a very young age, and it shaped who I am today. And Harry Potter has just been one hell of a ride, and maybe one day, maybe 60 years from now when I'm 75, yeah, 60 years from now when I'm 75 and Harry Potter is considered like a classic work of literature, my absurd knowledge of the entire series and fan base and like Pottermore will not be considered a little bit sad, it'll be considered like very intellectual. That is what you have created, a future generation of extreme intellectuals and introverted weirdos for right now. I'm trying not to cry right now. I don't know where I would be without Harry Potter, and I'm so glad that I will never find out. Some people, it's like, oh, Harry Potter's 20 years old, I feel so old, and I'm just like, I wasn't even alive in 1997, and I feel old. Harry Potter has been around my entire life, so when I say it shaped my life, it literally shaped my life. Like, I've been in the Harry Potter fandom since age 6. Like, I don't remember life without Harry Potter. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys agree with me on this video, and I hope you watched the entire thing, and thank you if you did watch the entire thing. Yeah, so happy Harry Potter 20th anniversary. I will see you guys soon with a new video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye. My dad's a muggle, Mam's a witch. Bit of a nasty shock for him when he found out.